All right. Hello, everybody. Gonna just test this out. There it is. Okay. We are live. So this is the little goodies I pulled out during the last live stream and some of them after. I kept digging through the dirt a little bit and found the rest of the little faceted goodies in there and split up the faceted gems on this side and the other cab gems on the right side there. I'm gonna move this other light over. Give some better lighting for all of you there. How is everyone doing today? Hey there, Jeff. Daniel. Let's see. How do I get my chat on this phone? There we go. Got Alabama. Daniel plays with rocks. Rich was here. Sean. Soul. Tomcat. Yeah, Josh. Cheryl. All sorts of people. Hello, everybody. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, everybody. Let me put some other goodies away. I did, in between doing the panning stuff, I got out my cab stencils and started a few cabs as well. Give a little peek at a couple of those before we get into the panning. Let people show up. Give people just a minute. So this is not done yet. Sorry, let me sit down. I was standing up. This is only on like 300 grit, actually. 300 or 600 grit, I can't remember. But nice dendritic opaly agate. That one will be cool. But yeah, one of many cabs I started the other day. But let's take a look at the facets and little stones that were in the pay dirt. Yeah. What is that adhesive called? You mean on my dop stick? Whoops. I'm just using dopping wax, like lapidary wax that you get from High Tech. They sent me a new stick of wax. And I actually put those on the dop stick like 4 or 5 months ago, and they've just been sitting, maybe even longer now. And managed to not pop off just sitting in the office and hanging out. Alright, move these lights a little closer. Oh, I also picked out some gold. Okay, maybe I shouldn't hold that with the tweezers. That's a bad idea. So that's visible gold that was in the bag. That's like 0.33 grams. So, third of a gram. Chat, comments. Okay, I might have to turn on the iPad so I can see chat easier than the laptop. One of the many nice little faceted stones in here. This big old hunker of a green one. Look at this. Emerald, maybe? Jade, I think. Big old chunk of jade. I think it's faceted jade, I'm not sure. The 3 dark ones you see here, I believe are all garnet. Or actually all 4 of them. That one's got a really good red color. But if we get this one just right, you'll see some of the red in there. There we go. Or if I put a light behind it. Let me rechat. Lots of issues for Jeff. I'm going to pull up the chat on the iPad here. Which apparently has 17% battery. Oops. All right, there we go. So yeah, we got Boot, we got Chad had also joined. Welcome, Chad. And we got Bear in the house as well. Welcome, Bear. Make sure to put this to all messages so I don't miss anything. That's the wrong button. All right, let's get panning some gold. I've got to quickly season some of these pans. I'm going to use one of these brand new 3D printed pans, but the bottom is heavily textured. Ooh, look at that. There's some little divots that could catch some gold. That's not good. Oh, that really tiny fly poop gold could get stuck in there. Well, these were an experiment. And I already picked out most of the big gold. It's a half-gram bag, and I got 0.3 just with the tweezers. Some huge garnets, nice. I've been wanting to get some really big garnets so that I could like polish them up. You know, because most of what I have is tiny stuff. Like here, these were in the bag. These are really tiny. Oh, sorry, got a strobe there. Yeah, there's a handful of little weird things. Not weird things, but like tourmaline. Looks like some blue calcite. Couldn't tell if it's actually blue or dyed blue. A couple of those garnets. There was a couple opals. For those who didn't see it, let me find. Here's the opals. And those were pretty nice. Some Ethiopian opals with some pretty nice color. And pretty thick. Yeah, I'm loving that opal too, Alabama. It's got a little red down in there. This one, let me get it really close and show you. You see how wispy the opal is? This one's cloudy little wisps of opal. I could do that all day. But I was trying to promise myself not to take all night doing this. Yeah, we got a couple hours, but should try not to make it take a couple hours. Oh, and there's still a bunch of topaz on my table. I was sorting out all the little topaz pieces for Ma, because she wanted some little topaz points. This is one of them that popped off my rocks while I was sorting through them. It was a top of a really nice topaz. The smallest part of me wants to glue that one back on. It's a beautiful topaz top, though. Sad it popped off. It was a bummer. Womp womp. Yeah, man, got some dirt in my nails. Bet everyone loves to see that. Just got into it? Nice. What are you doing? Are you polishing opals, Alabama? Or like, just getting into like learning about them, watching them, seeing others do it? Or are you polishing some yourself? Or just collecting? Just have to hold the ripples horizontal. Squishy and I are here. I'm waiting to see if Karen's lurking. See her pop in and say hi or something. Another little topaz chunker. I mean, all of this is topaz chunkers. Let's see, where's the little one I glued yesterday? This one broke. And right up there, right in the very center of the screen, that line you see. Oh, I didn't get it perfectly back on. Look at that. It's slightly misaligned. Ever so slightly. But the glue's not poking out. That little thing had broke on me. Wait, spoon apart pork. What am I missing? Hold on. I feel like I need to go back for something here. Alright, man. Have fun with the grandkids. Take it easy. We're gonna resituate these little facets into some little pans so I can make some room to actually start panning. Oh, dang it. I really just wanted to show that little tiny garnet. Okay, I got it. This is why we have carpet, Jeff. When you dropped those opals earlier, I was so scared. I was like, no, the opals. Look at this tiny little facet. This one's nice. Hold on, wait for the sparkle. Try and get it resting on my finger. It's such a risky game, but I want the light to come into it. Here, hold on. I got a better idea. There we go. And I dropped it again. Yeah, there is a little crack in it. But the color's really nice. There it is. Keep dropping the pesky little thing. Claim the floor rock, says Soul. There we go. Look at that nice little thing. I like the way the light plays with this one and the color. That one's a nice little garnet. These ones are okay. This one has an unfinished bezel edge. Oop, so it's really rough around that edge there. And it's a lot darker, so you get some color, but not as much. And a little bit of fingerprints on it right now, but oh, a big flat one. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. This one is big, flat, and slidey. So these, being that they came in a pay dirt, I'm assuming they were cut pretty cheap overseas. Yep. There it goes. They all just keep falling on. I've got carpet and bubble wrap right here on the floor, but that's okay. So a couple of them are really nice. Like this one, I think is a little topaz. We've got maybe 2 topaz. Nope, no you don't. I just wiped the fingerprints off it, but now it's fingerprinty again. Sorry. That one's really nice. And then wipe this one off a little. And then touch it a bunch. Oop, I almost knocked a little one off there. Look at that. That little one is heading for the edge. That's one of the little citrines. Yep. The problem is I keep tilting towards the camera. I'm just not holding level. I keep trying to get closer to the camera, and then I tilt a little bit towards the camera, and every time I tilt, I drop. But these ones I'll try and be careful with. Yep, one went down. So, anyhow. Whoa, my chat was frozen. It just loaded 20 messages at once. Let me go back. You could 3D print one with a bicep for divot, not a bicep. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I could put it in a little green pan. That's using your brain there, Alabama. I was trying to let the light in more. I just figured holding it like that would let more light in for the facet to shine a bit. I also wasn't worried about dropping them on my carpet. Oh, I'm still missing one. I'll move you a little bit. Look for it. Yeah, I dropped one of the big ones. Right? Was it the big garnet? Oh, I don't remember which one I dropped now. It was the one before the one I just showed, and I did not find it and pick it up. And it might just live in my carpet. At least till the end of the live, if I remember. Yeah, I totally don't see it anywhere. Okay. Oh well. Free facets that were sitting in my closet for 2 years, so not really that big of a deal. And big quartzy glassy one. And a couple little tiny cablet bubbly things. I might have skipped a few of the small facets. Little clear ones. 1 or 2 little jade green ones. It's the garnets I really liked. And the blue topaz and that purpley one, whatever that is. Actually, this little one looks like a tiny piece of chalcedony. Oh, little piece of opal. Oh, it's opal. I didn't even realize. Look, it's got flash. Huh. You know, yesterday I think on the live, John or Boot or someone actually said that. Or not yesterday, the other day. But I think during the live someone said, hey, that's actually probably opal. I just didn't quite process it then, but yeah. I think they were saying it about, not that one, but this clear one. That clear one right there. But that and that are the same. That one's just more jelly clear. Anyway. Let me grab my pans. Let you stare at some gold for a second. Admire the gold. That's not gold. And I will set up my little panning station here. I gotta get my big tub of water. It's sitting in the bathroom because I did not want to accidentally spill it while moving all around here. Oh, and there's more stones from this I forgot about. Oh, and the silver. Forgot about the silver. Gemstones. Oh. That little stone. Yeah, boot, just keep rebagging it. It's funny you say that. So I do have a bin with like 6 different pay dirts. I took all the dirt from it when I was done and put it all in there. That way I can repen it later, maybe get little bits of gold I missed, or use it to make little pay dirts for other people. I don't know. Oh, you know what, Soul? I have seen stuff like that. That's not a bad idea. I've also got, I don't know if you saw it on my last stream. I've got one of these little grabby. The claw. The claw. Okay. I'm just moving a few more things on the table so I can have room for the panning station. Because for whatever reason, I got a really, really big tub of water. No, no particular reason other than I didn't really want to clean a smaller bin to use. Because they all had rocks in them. Okay, that's out of the way. I'll be back in 10 seconds. Okay. Big old tub of water. Okay, got you set up there. Hey, what's up, Jahik? I see your name, but I haven't read the message. Let me look over. So, Soul, this silver is grown this way by man. They first dissolve the silver into a solution, and then they use electrodes and what's called a silver cell. I don't remember all the technicals of it, but basically they grow silver. They have a solution of silver, put some metal and stuff in the solution, electrodes, one end's charged, one end's not, it pulls, ionizes the particles. It's actually the same ionization process that forms like all our minerals, but it's you just speeding it up and accelerating it with grown at your own with a solution and electricity. And then the crystal, hold on, let's pull back a little bit. That's just a little bit of it there. Right? But got some big chunks of it here. which is some of what's being given away tonight. So I'm going to send out some of that silver to my Patreon members. Here's a little more, another tray with some bigger chunks. Crystalline silver can be natural, but is super rare to find. So we just grow it. Oh, dang, Daniel. The spring snapped? Yeah, I bet that was like a loud explosion. It can be big, very strong springs. Wow. All right. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing? How's the heat doing? How's the heat been treating you? Oh, welcome, Alabama. Just joined the member side of things. And I just realized something. I'm sitting here talking about having to season my pan and didn't do it yet. So, we're going to take the pan. We're going to take sandpaper. We're going to take this bin. I'm going to give you a nice little angle of the floor. And quickly season the bottom of that pan, but I am going to wear a respirator. Because, come on, I don't want to inhale PLA plastic dust. That's gross. And yes, I'm totally going to vacuum as soon as I end the stream. So, for those who don't know, you don't want to do deep scratches, but this PLA plastic's kind of thick with the little lines that are in it. So I'm trying to somewhat even those down. I don't know. This is totally an experiment. I got like 12 of these pans or something. And this is an experiment to see if you can season it like a normal pan. You might have to use a heat gun or a blowtorch. I don't know. This might be a bad experiment because I should use a measured known amount of gold, but I have a feeling we're going to get a little bit of gold stuck in here. So, before anyone says anything, I know. It looks a lot better, actually. That is one sweaty respirator. Okay. So I had kind of big ridges here. And so when I'm panning, I'm going to use the small riffle side. So I'm mostly going to be using this side of the pan is what matters for when I'm panning back my gold. So I'm not going to go all the way down there right now. This is, again, to test how well the 3D pans work. That is still quite a bit of riffling there. Definitely smoothed them down a little, but I have a feeling a heat gun or a heat knife or something is going to be needed to make that a little more usable. Or a lot more sanding. Yeah. It smoothed the riffles out a tiny bit. I'm not too worried. We're not going to lose much gold. And I'm confident enough in my gold panning skills that we'll lose very little. I'll lose some probably, but gonna keep my dirt. I put it all, like I said, in a bin, like Miller Prospecting does. I save all my tailings, and I've got some little bins of dirt full of gold dirt. That was redundant. I don't know what I just said. I'm trying to read chat at the same time. Missed a lot. Whoa, John, with the donation. Thanks, buddy. How do I shout it out? Oh, on my laptop. Oh, and Josh gifted memberships. Oh, awesome, Josh. Thank you. Oh, you guys are awesome. I was busy doing all these things. I really appreciate that, Josh and John, both of you. Let me catch up a little more on chat here. Yeah, I've seen people do it with a heat gun, and you kind of like flatten it out. You can also use like a heat knife. Got these little like heat knife things, and you can just, looks like a flathead screwdriver, and you kind of just smooth it out and drag along as you go. Hey, there's Kyle. Yeah, just go to a finer grit paper. Yeah, but so here's Jawhick. Here's the one big problem I'm looking at. Because it's 3D printed, and this is just a cross hatching here, I could do a little finer grit sandpaper too, but look right there. See those holes? I'm really worried, actually, that without something like a heat gun, got little micro holes like that, which, again, that's fly poop size. That's not gold I'm worried about losing. It's not measurable amounts that are gonna tip the scale any, but still something to think about. Yeah, Daniel, my other pans are my non 3D printed pans, but yeah, we're gonna go for it with this one. Okay, we're gonna start with the heavies. I did use my little classifier set that I have to sift out the heavies, or rather the bigs from the smalls. That's full of all the black sand and dirt right there. I don't think this has any gold in it, so I'm just gonna do a quick pan, because this I picked through with my tweezers and picked out all the visible gold and facets and stuff. I think I see a little garnet right there, so there might be a couple little things. Oop, you know what I forgot that we kept telling Karen? The jet dry. I'm not Kyle. I've actually got a little bottle of jet dry somewhere just for panning, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment, so we're going to use Good old-fashioned Dawn dish soap, because it's for ducks. Dawn for ducks. Sponsor me, Dawn. For the low, low price of anything. I like money. Oh, and I immediately used the wrong side. See a little mica floating away. See a couple lights in there floating away. Again, I'm pretty sure there's no gold in here, but let's try and do this looking through the camera. Big old hematite rock right there. That's a shiny chunk of hematite. Yeah, no visible gold. No gold. Okay. I was pretty sure that had no gold. Test pan, warm-up pan. All right. Here's the gold stuff. Ooh, that might have been a lot, because you know what? I just totally spaced the fact I didn't remove magnetics. This is a very, very challenging bag. This is the Black Sands bag. And there's all little faceted stones that were in it. I think it's the faceted stones on the left, the rough stuff on the right. So the faceted ones were topaz, amethyst, garnet, smoky quartz, emerald, peridot, and citrine. Pretty sure there was also a jade. I don't think that was emerald. I think that was jade. I'm gonna scoot my chair closer, raise it to max height, because this might take a little while, I think. Hello, Stephanie C. Okay. So I don't remember where this bag came from, to answer your question. So I'm scrolling up through the chat still. I won it at some point in time on someone's channel. I don't even think it was a bag from them. I think it was a bag someone else had made, and then I won on someone else's channel. Oh wow, that is some black sand. Holy crap. What have I gotten into? And yes, the surface tension on the water needs to be broke, because the smallest bits of fly poop gold, that's what we like to call the really small stuff, is so hydrophobic that if it's a big, flat, small piece, it'll actually sit on top of the water like a boat, just because it's so hydrophobic. As where a lot of gravel, sand, dirt, and such is even microporous to the point that it holds on, grabs onto water, and, you know, soaks up water a little easier, but not gold. Gold does not do that. All right. Started with some light shakes. We're going to go real vigorous here. Ooh, too vigorous. I'm not used to such a small pan. All right. Yes, there's yellows on top. No, they're not gold. They look like to be some sulfide heavy rocks, but that is not gold right there in the middle of the screen. Just a yellow rock. Ooh. It is scary panning sands like this, because the gold, while it's dense and falls to the bottom, so does the black sand, and they're not that different in density, and so sometimes your gold gets pushed to the side with this stuff. It doesn't always stick to the bottom, but that's why we save our tailings and pan it more than once, and why I'm shaking it so much extra. When I'm doing quick pans out in the field, I don't go back to shaking quite this much. When we're doing some quick test pans. Go farm those flies. Farm that fly gold. Oh, I think I saw a little piece of gold peeking out. Okay. Means it's time to repan. Hold on. Let me. What are we congratulating? No, black sand does not always mean gold in the area. However, if you're in an area with known gold and you're panning for gold, like say, sorry, hold on, I'm moving my lights around a little bit, trying to get better lighting here. But if you're panning in a known gold area, in the river or something, then black sands can be a very good sign of a spot to pan. But more so, you want to read the flow of the river, know where the heavies are going to settle. Sometimes black sands actually wash out from surrounding banks and whatnot and deposit in spots not where the gold is because it didn't follow the actual flow of the river and where the heavies would have settled. So you can have deceiving black sand deposits on riverbanks and such that are not going to be gold rich, but there could be gold right across the riverbank. So it can be a good indicator, but no, it's not a guarantee. It's not like, whoa, there's black sand, let's get the gold that's in it. So I'll make sure that was a yellow rock. Started to move with the water. All right, no guarantee this first pan will have any gold, but let's pan it back. I have to move this a little bit. Oh. It's so awkward trying to lean over my tripod and lights. I should have used the one that John sent me, dang it. Said I'm using the wrong tripod today. That's not gold, just a yellow rock. Places we're going to watch for gold is going to be those little corners right there, because as we start to roll back the black sands, it's hopefully sitting in the back lip of the pan like that. That's gold. Tap, 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 tap. Look at that. That's all gold right there that was hiding underneath all that black sand. Oh, and there we got a floater. Look, we got two floaters. This is why we break the surface tension. Look at that. They're sticking together. All that magnetite is bunching up. Ugh. All right. So one, we need a little more dish soap in this tub. And 2, I'll definitely be drying out this tub and re-panning that black sand off camera, where I can take my time, because now I'm positive we're going to lose a couple little pieces of gold tonight. Oh, okay. All right, no more floaters. So I'm going to redo this real quick. You know we got gold in there. So I'm going to pan it down just a little bit more. You want to be careful and slow when doing this. You're just trying to remove the top layer. The top lightest things that will float away each time. If you do it too fast, too much water, you're too swift, you're going to wash away huge clumps of sand and rocks and your gold with it. You want to go slow enough that as your gold starts to peek out, like right there. Okay, let me try and get a focus. Right at the top, right in the center of the screen there. That is the very first gold to poke out. The moment you see that, stop. Do not continue to wash out. That is the moment when you get some water back in your pan, shake it all back down, and reshake side to side. And now notice I'm going straight side to side using these sides of the pan as kind of my motion direction. You're going straight left and right while tilting downwards so that this is the lowest part of your pan in this corner. You're doing that so the gold being the heaviest ends up settling down in the rim right there. You want it to be down in that smile. It's not always perfect. Your shakes being a little stronger left or right are going to pull your heavies a little left or right. I tend to have a problem. I know it. I'm working on correcting it. But as you may have noticed when I revealed it last time, my gold was a little bit to the right. I tend to have a problem where my gold usually pulls to the right. I think it's a common problem to have when you're panning. Okay. Oh, I see some red in there too. I think a bit of that might be micro garnet sand. Might be kind of cool to put that under the microscope and see if there's like micro garnet sands in there. Oh, see, I already see my gold pulling up in the right. Look at that. All right, well, here's the fun part. I've got my snuffer bottle. I'm going to try and do this on camera again, looking through my phone. The slight lag makes it weird. Oh, I shook that up a lot. There's gold poking out the top there already. Let's wash away the left. Oh, there's some gold already poking out too. Okay, let's get a little more water in here so I can do our tappa trick. All right, so you want enough water in here that the top of your water is just touching up here and you're still tilting backwards this way. Holding the pan on, I want to say the exact one of the sides, not the back. Holding the pan on the side, what you're going to do is take your fingers and firmly go tap, tap, tap right up here. What that's going to do is jostle the black sands downward, but the gold is going to actually jump upwards when you get the motion right. Never done it with this pan. I'm going to try and awkwardly do it right now, hovering over my camera. See if we can watch that little piece of gold right there jump upwards. Nope, it's going down. Dang it. Other way. Ah. That is so hard. One sec. I need a better I need a better angle. To give you an idea of what I'm doing here, I'm sitting here trying to hover over this with my hand right here under the phone and to the side and holding it. I'm trying to like awkwardly do this while tapping it. And finding that being a little out of practice makes this kind of hard. All right. A little more water. I think I didn't have quite enough water before because you need a steep angle and enough water that it's still under the water. That gold, that one piece of gold's going down. One guy just wants to go right down. Push you guys back up a little bit. And keep tapping, tapping, tapping. Jesus. Sorry, excuse me. Am I forgetting something wrong? Are you supposed to tilt downwards? Does it not work as well with this tiny pan? Oh my gosh, it works so well with my big pan. That is a clunker right there. Sitting here trying to describe how to do this to Karen the other night, and now I can't even show y'all how to do it. I was really hoping for a good demonstration here. All right, where's my panners? Why am I tapping wrong? I'm holding the side and I'm tapping the top and tilting backwards. You don't tilt forwards, right? You don't tilt forwards and the black sands go upwards and the gold stays down. Nope, because now all the black sand's tapping downward. Huh, okay. Well, we've got some gold down there, so we're going to repan this. Either way, let me just try and... Hey, stop floating. Stop floating. Stop floating. I see you floating too. Stop it. Look at that. A chunker of gold right there was floating. I just want to clear some of that black sand and snuffer that up, but I might do this a different way and just snuffer it all up and clear the black sands at the very end. This is this is what I was trying to do. Oh, just slowly wash over and remove as much sand as you can. You might have to repan it a couple times, but that is what it is. I haven't panned in 2 years. Apparently not so great at it. Oh, first gold in the bottle. I want to blame the 3D printed pan, but I'm not gonna, because I'm pretty sure it's a skill issue. I've done the tapping on video before, in my old videos. I've done it live. Unless I'm misremembering how to tilt it and stuff, like, I've done it before. I think I wasn't tapping hard enough. There we go. See, the gold's walking up and the black sand's walking down. There we go. I did it. Except that pesky piece stuck in the plastic there. Alright, I wasn't tapping hard enough. I was too scared of sending the gold flying. You get up there. There we go. Oh, we got a floater. I better grab it before it escapes. Drop you. Drop you. Bubbles. My metal detector is cheap, but I would really like to get out this year. I've been watching, oh no, I can't remember his name. Up in Northern California, prospector, metal detects. Northern California Adventures, Gold something. Oh no, I can't remember his name. But I was chatting with him a little bit too, or mentioned in his comments that I'd like to come up and meet him and do some metal detecting with him. I thought would be really cool. And he said, yeah, anytime. It's like, cool, I'll bring my $80 metal detector while you use your $4,000 metal detector. Oh, nope, I just saw that little piece of gold run away. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, I'm trying to watch through my phone. This is like crazy hard. There it is. All right, I'm gonna suck this up before I lose it again. There we go. Put a little water back in there from the snuffer. Oh, another floater. Jeez. Apparently my Dawn dish soap was just not enough today. Wait, I thought I saw a floater. Was that not gold? Was it that one? You. You're running away. Alright. Going back to what I said before. I'm just going to suck all that up and clean it up later. Prospector Paul Two Toes? No, he's a younger guy like me. Can't recall his name. Alright, I'm smushing some of these chunks of hematite and black sands to make sure I don't see gold trapped in them. Alright, I don't think I saw any. That's golden mica that just fell down. If you saw that big gold flash. Alright, we got all the big gold out of there. You can go into the tailings. I guess it's not like it's bubbly. I mean, it's a little bubbly, but we're gonna double up on the Dawn. Give that a little stir. Little witch's brew. Alright. Where's Karen? Is she lurking? Karen, if you're lurking, give me a howdy do. Oh, why is that dying? I thought that was plugged in. Oh, I'm standing on the charger, breaking it? That's cool. I like that. So So a metal pan is old school, I guess. Put it that way. It's heavier equipment to pack in and out with you. So a lot of people use plastic pans nowadays. I've got a few other types of plastic pans. This one's currently got topaz in it from the other night when we were breaking them up. But I like my big pans. This one's really nice when you're trying to go through a whole lot of material, like just digging some shovels full at the river. If you're not allowed to use like a sluice box, but can only use a pan. Sorry, drop some, bending over for it. But yeah, if you can only use like a shovel and a pan, something big like that is great to get it down to a concentrate level where you can dump it into a smaller pan. Even on the river, I wouldn't use a pan this small. This is just for fun for pay dirts. This is a 6-inch, 5-inch pan, 6-inch pan. Yeah, it's a 5 or 6-inch pan. I usually use a 10 or 12-inch pan. The texture mostly only matters for really fine stuff. Like you missed it earlier, Nick, I was saying, because this is 3D printed, we can see there's some black sands stuck in the little tiny gaps there. And there's always a chance a little speck of gold could be trapped in there too, but I decided I don't care because that is so small, wouldn't tip the scale, and this was kind of just for fun, for science. No, it wasn't Pioneer Poly, though I love Pioneer Poly. No, it's a guy who lives up in the Pacific Northwest, Northern California. He's a local. I can't think of his name at the moment. I can pull up my subscription list and figure it out, but I'm gonna go meet up with him. Maybe not even this year. Maybe might be a little more than a third. Okay. Oh wait, someone else popped in. Sonia, were you here before? Hi, Sonia. How are you doing? And hello, Nick, if I didn't actually say it. Welcome in, Nick, and welcome, Travis. Oh, okay, here. I was waiting for someone to say it. Finally, Travis did. All right, here we go. Travis was the first to suggest using a 1-inch pan. All right, if I find gold in this, man, whew, that's gonna be crazy, but here's what I'm gonna do. Put this to the side for a moment. We're gonna put a safety pan in here. Okay. We're gonna pan this little guy in here. Here we go. I was trying to sort the heavies to the bottom first so we don't get floaters. Give it a little shake, shake, shake. Oh, shake, 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 shake. Oh, pan, pan, pan. Actually, a little shake, 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 shake. Pan, pan, pan. Do you like it with the sound effects? I really hope there's a little piece of gold in here. I'm being kind of vigorous with this. All right, let's see what happened. Oops, I just touched the bottom of that wet pan into there and then into the water. Hopefully it didn't steal any gold. All right, knock all that stuff down out of the riffles. All right. How do I even pan this back? Shake. I'm sorry for the quick motion up close, y'all. It's hard to move water around in this tiny pan. Come on, give us a speck of gold. One speck of gold. One speck. Come on. Is that it? That's it? We got one speck. Oh. Okay. That's it. One little tiny, no, maybe two. 2 specks of gold. Still some in the riffles. Okay. Put that back in this pan. Guess I could have tried to remove the little 2 specks of gold with the snuffer. Because who knows if we'll find them again. Well, can't say I didn't try the little pan. Challenge courtesy of Travis. You think I'm having fun? Whatever could make you think such a thing? Oh, you know what? That was actually the 2-inch pan. I just realized too. That was the 2-inch pan. This is the 1-inch pan. I don't think that's gonna happen. You saw how hard the 2-inch pan was. I don't think the 1-inch pan's gonna happen for panning any gold. The 2-inch pan was actually possible. Like, definitely not impossible. Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna go quickly crank my AC up and grab a drink of water. And then we'll pan this out. Someone message Karen. Okay, I'm back. And if we go past 6 tonight, it's fine. My people that were coming over unfortunately canceled. They hit me up and said they can't make it tonight. So if people want to have like a little, say maybe topaz auction, we could have something like a little topaz auction. Okay, this is what I just panned in the little 2-inch pan. Let's see if I missed anything when I pan it back. Oh, yeah, check chat. No. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever get to call myself a pro when it comes to gold panning. I've only got to do it in the wild a few times. Only found a few little specks myself, and hey, this time I don't even see those little 2 specks that I saw last time in the other pan. Oh, I see one of them. Okay, I'm going to snuffer it up before it runs away. Come here. Come here. It's stuck in the black sand. There it is. Well, I think it could have just been that, guess that little tiny pan we filled just didn't really have much in it other than the little specks. At least one of them just went in there. If it's not stuck in the bottom of the pan, it is in there now, so a little something to find later down the road. Or maybe I'll give away this dirt to someone else who wants to try and repan it looking for little tiny bits. Alright. I'm going to pan out this one. Oh, is this my not seasoned pan? Whoops, that was a mistake. That is what you never want to do. You see how fast I just rushed that water in there? It sprayed sand all up over the place, and a little bit went up over the side. But it also exposed gold. There's definitely a few little pieces of gold there that could have splashed and floated away. That would not have been very nice. I just saw your comment, Ma. Oh my god, use that one. The little tiny pan? Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can do like a test challenge, like put some of this dirt in one of the little pans with some known gold in it and see if I can get it out. Yeah, so it's kind of a lot of dirt. Oops. And not in my seasoned pan. So now we're using the 3D printed pan, unseasoned. And rather full. Oop, that's what I didn't mean to do. No one to go with? Yeah, I did most of my panning alone. Never had anyone to go with in Idaho. I met one kid who went with me a couple times. And a handful of people who said they wanted to but never did. And then as soon as I left Idaho, met 4 other prospectors on YouTube who were out there who were all like, "Oh yeah, I've got claims, I've got property, come out with us." And I'm like, "Cool, I just moved away from Idaho, so nope." Like Prospector Trip and Buffalo Chris prospecting. And there was a couple others that were up in Idaho, and turned out if I had just met them a little sooner, could have had some real good times. Hey, what's up, Thomas Leha? We're just panning some Black Sands vial number 3 bag. It's been aging for a few years. It's moved in 3 different states since I've had it. I keep seeing gold, so maybe we'll stop here. It's kind of a lot to pan back, though. Give it some good shakes. I just keep seeing gold every time. Wish those bubbles would get out of my way. Oh, almost just lost a floater. Saved it. Stayed in the pan. I don't know if you guys could see that one. All right. Well, seem to not be able to do much without seeing gold in the pan, so let's go ahead, pan it back, and slurp some of this gold and black sand up for the cleanup later. Oh, this is the seasoned pan. I don't even know what happened. I swear I was using the not seasoned pan. Oh yeah, but I don't know if I said it or I was just thinking it. How much have you panned yourself in the wild, Thomas Leha? So that's something we were just talking about a little bit when you popped in. See a piece in the corner there. I see a piece in the corner there. Okay. Oh, it says my battery's almost dead. Did not realize just how low my phone battery was. That's no bueno. These black sands are a real pain. Delicately wash them away, and I'm doing it pretty vigorously, knowing that I'm going to repan this stuff. Oh, I see a piece wash away. Where'd it go? Hold on, gotta pull it away from the camera. Where'd you go? Oh, wasn't gold. Okay. JK. Wasn't even gold. What about that little guy? That little guy's gold. You're not going anywhere. Hey, what's up, Brad? How you doing? Oops. Yeah, we're gonna need a little tappa and a few repans on this one. I'm also starting to think I got over the half-gram promised in the bag. I think there was some bonus bags in this lot of bags, but I'm not positive. Oh, I got a floater. Nope, missed it and grabbed some hematite instead. You go back up there. where you belong. And it washed right back down. Look at it floating again. That pesky floating gold. The average person doesn't believe you when you tell them that gold floats on water. All right, these are just going in for the cleanup later. Ooh, I missed a lot. Okay. Wow, that's a lot, Thomas. I've got like 10 or so to go through. Also, I think another one on the way. I think Grease Monkey. Was that who I won a bag from recently? I don't know. I won a bag like almost a month ago from someone. I've been watching for it in the mail and no sign of it yet. But waiting for it to show up. I won a bag on Benzo's live one night. Seeing some pyrites in there. A fair amount of pyrites, but only one more speck of gold. Right there. Maybe that. Alright, in the bin you go. One pan left. Alright, I plug my phone in. Well, now it says the iPad's gonna die. Wow, the iPad was plugged in that whole time with this cord, and it says 1% now. Cool. Well, hopefully this cord actually charges my phone. Otherwise, I'll be running for a backup charger. It says charging now. Okay. I guess iPad's just gonna die, but that's how I'm watching chat, so. The Sluice Goose. Yeah. Don't need to spend thousands of dollars to recover cents of gold. The toothpick thing? I might need to know what that is. Is that like a toothpick method or something called toothpick? Talking methodology or product? Check the crevices for gold. Maybe give it a little rinse. All right. Getting a little bubbly here now. I guess the soap was getting well mixed in. Before I go through this again, I may or may not try and separate out the magnetics. I guarantee this bag is insane with magnetite. I'll also put some samples to the side that we can look at under a microscope or send to Karen to put under her microscope until I get one. But on my list of goodies to get is a microscope for the channel. I think it would be really cool. Plus, probably going to be a needed tool one day as a geologist. Granted, if I'm working a real geology job, I'll probably have access to a geology lab, but be nice to be like, yes, I have a microscope, because I'm a real geologist. Seeing some little thought I was seeing a couple gemmy garnets in there. I think that's one right in the center of the screen. Is that a weird shape? Some dimples on something? Let's see if I can point it out. Right there. What is that? Maybe just quartz or some type of zircon crystal, but it's a diamond. Lots of little things that I'm seeing, like little faceted, flashy faces like garnets in the sand, but they're tiny, tiny, tiny. But yeah, I'll definitely check out that toothpick mining dude. It's funny, my top video for the last like 6 months, aside from my Makers Challenge video, is still one of my oldest videos from Idaho. It's like a 4-year-old video. And I happened to open my analytics page this morning, and it said my #1 viewed video for the last 48 hours was still that Idaho making my own sluice. I took a piece of rain gutter and some homemade matting, and I think a bit of actual sluice matting. I don't remember what I use now anymore, but I made a homemade gutter sluice and took it out to the river and used it. Got a little bit of gold. I think I just saw a little piece of gold going, darn it. Oh, my wrist is getting tired holding it at this weird angle, panning sideways, because normally my head is directly this way, kind of an angle to the camera's even angled here, but just panning at a really weird angle. You don't usually pan shaking towards yourself, towards and away from yourself. At least I don't. Okay, the last 3 times I kept seeing little specks of gold, so. I just kind of overshook it. I definitely just saw a couple little specks of gold right there. Let's do a quick pan back. Whatever. I just want to see how much gold's in here. So I know how careful I should be. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah, there's a fair amount of good sized gold in here. Give it some tappa 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 tappa. Really don't like the texture of this pan. I just realized the way it's moving up is following the lines on the bottom of the pan. A couple people in Miller Prospecting's lives were saying they hate the 3D printed pans. Despise them. Ooh, you're a little chunker. Alright, ready for that slurp up? Oh no! Got a fair amount of black sand to sort out there in the end. Oh man, my chat just did that thing again. I thought no one was chatting for a minute and then like 20 messages went by. Okay, hold on. I see I've got a ton of chat to catch up on. Oh, Daniel was leaving. All right, see you, Daniel. I'll post a little update too with how much gold we ended up getting, but it's supposed to be a half-gram bag. Oh, Karen was here. She's just working. Yeah, I kept yelling, Karen. I'm like, where is she? We're panning. I'm testing out the 3D printed pans, which I've got to say, until they are smoothed out on the bottom, maybe with a heat gun, some sort of heat knife thing, not my favorite. And I might go back to panning in a regular gold pan for my next ones. Well, aside from the little bit that might be in there to repan, we got pretty much all the gold out in here. It's in the snuffer. Actually not too much black sand either. So just got to sort out the gold and black sand in there. I will dry it out, which, unless I use the flame, takes a little bit of time. So not really something that's great to do on live. So I've got to dry up the gold that's wet. So I'll dry that up, weigh it up, put it with this, separate all the little tiny bits out. Again, this is 0.33. And for those who know their gold and saw what we got tonight, what do you think? Do you think that will hit over the half-gram? Here, let's pour out the other bottle. Or let's pour out the snuffer bottle, see what happens. Oh, and Karen, here, while you're here, let me show you a little tip that people were trying to tell you in your live. So when you're emptying out your snuffer bottle, you plug it with your thumb really good, push it in there and make sure no water can leak out. And while it's plugged up really, really good, you're going to turn it upside down. Well, you're going to shake it all up. And you're going to make sure all your gold and everything basically gets down in the head here. So now you're shaking your bottle up, washed all the edges off, all your gold has fallen down right here against your finger. Now you're going to let it go over your pen, but keep your thumb there and let all this excess water wash your thumb off. And it washes all that gold into the pan. Then you can double check your bottle, double check your fingers, and make sure there's nothing stuck on there. But yeah, those little tips someone else was trying to point out to you in your live the other night, and I wasn't sure if you caught it, and so I figured, hey, if she makes it into my live, I can actually show her in person and show her exactly what we mean with the little bottle dump trick. So holy cow, that looks more like more than a quarter of gram of gold to me. I know there's some black sands there. Well, maybe not. There are some thin pieces. But I already had 0.33 right here. Yeah, those are a fair bit smaller. That might just be another 0.2. Well, what do y'all think? What are the guesses? We have over a half gram. All right, I guess I promised my giveaway. I guess we should pull up the giveaway dealio. I've got it over here somewhere. Oh no, it was on my phone. Give me a sec. Okay, so I'm gonna put on a little bit of background music. Let y'all look at the pretties that came out of the pan. Aside from that gold. While I set up the giveaway really quick, give me like 2 minutes. Because I have to add all the names of people that were members up through June. And then for July on, we'll have a new little giveaway. It's going to be a separate little thing. Oh, yeah, there's also all these. Looks like a big garnet there. I think that's a chunk of garnet, is it? Oh, hold on. I think some light's coming through that. Is that a garnet? Ooh. Where's my little pen light? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, I need to find my little gem light. Oh no, it's green. Oh, what is this? It feels like obsidian. It's obsidian. It's green obsidian. Just river tumbled. Huh. Okay. Well, less exciting. I thought it was a garnet. I was really excited for that chunky of a garnet that might be facetable. Not in that little pan, you don't? Yes, John. That is another thing I think I'm finding. When I put these in the water, I'm not really sure what it is, but yeah, maybe the PLA plastic kind of retains some weird oily moisture stuff in it. I could see that being a problem for sure, especially if the oil is going to stick to your gold and help make your gold even more hydrophobic. Yes, Thomas, let me grab some of them and show you. So that's what we were talking about earlier. I knew I was likely to lose some fly poop gold, and we can even see black sand still stuck in there. You can see on this 3D print, it's got not the best gap prevention. So there's different settings you can do on a 3D printer, and I don't think it was set to 100% to like fill it in as solid as possible. I even believe Gene may have told me that this was like an 85% fill. So if need be, maybe we can set the bottom to 100% fill. Or I was mentioning taking like a hot knife or heat gun and smoothing it out, kind of pushing it down, flattening it out while it's hot, melt it. I don't know, just thoughts. But let me type up this giveaway. Giveaway. And again, this is for some of the dendritic silver. I'm gonna put on a little bit of background music or something here. Okay, so... Oh, is it really gonna make me type them all out to this? Okay. Sorry, for anyone just joining us or hanging out, lurking, I'm typing up the names for the giveaway, just about done. I'm adding up all the member names, and then we're going to do a little drawing for the members of the channel. Okay. Got more members than I remembered. But I'm doing all the members for the last 6 months that have been a part of the YouTube member community. This is separate from the Patreon. And so if you've been a part of the YouTube memberships, I'm going to flip the camera around in just a moment. We're going to look at the wheel of names and we're going to spin it. Or see if I can figure out how to share my screen from StreamYard. Give me one moment. Oh no, what'd I do? Dang it. No, where's my list? Go back. There it is, okay. We've got our wheel of names up with all of the members from the last 6 months, all of the active last 6-month members. Gonna hit shuffle a few times and we're gonna spin. So let's see who wins a little bit of dendritic silver. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Jeff. Jeff won bonus silver. Of course it was. Oh, people are gonna scream rigged. Rigged, they're gonna say. Let's give away another one. All right, let's remove Jeff. Let's let someone else win too. Who else is gonna get some silver? Josh? Cindy? Josh! That is Tomcat Josh right there. I didn't want to type it all the way out, but it was Tomcat Josh. Been a member for 2 months. The people at the bottom were those who were recently donated or just joined. Congrats, Josh. Let's do one more. Let's do another one. All right. Who else is going to win some silver? Is it going to be Allison or Soul? Who is it? It's Soul! Congrats, Soul. Looks like you also won some dendritic silver. Congrats. All right, let's flip this around. Show my face one time in the stream. Oh, it's me. Turn off the music. Forgot that was going. I hope the music wasn't too much or too loud. Could you guys hear me? Let's see what the chat says. Congrats, Josh. We had Jeff. Dinner. Ooh, yummy. Hey, OP rocks. Is it OP? OP? Or OPE? OP. Opa. Well, big thank you to channel members. Woo! We'll do some more little giveaways like this from time to time. I'm anticipating doing some sort of member giveaway like every 2 months. It is, really like just awesome how many people throw out the memberships. Like Josh today donated some memberships. And so it also lets some of you, get another little lucky chance to win. Let me enunciate my words a little more clearly. Ope like nope. Ope rocks. I don't know, maybe I say nopey. I say nopey, so maybe Opie was right. Well, congrats everyone. I think it's fine. We could still hear you just fine. Cool. I told it to turn the music down quite a bit, but it was playing through my phone at the same time, so I wasn't sure just how loud it was. Before we go, I've got a little time. Let me show y'all what we've been working on here. Some kind of like Dr. Seuss floofian hair going on there. Okay. Nest you in your little cradle here. Oh, I was just talking about how my dog wax was staying on really well, and one of them popped off. Oops, okay. But I put all of these on their dop sticks like 4 to 6 months ago. These are the ones that were sitting in the mug when I kept having my mug in the streams and those different things with the mugs. These were all the ones that have been sitting in there for ages, and I finally got around to doing most of them. So yeah, we got like dendritic stuff. We got Biggs Picture Jasper, dendritic stuff, some of that rooster tail. Why am I even trying on this camera? What am I doing? Flip it around. Show the people properly. All right, first up, we've got the La Riviera Plume Rooster Tail Agate. Now, believe it or not, these are all only on a 600 grit. I'm kind of wondering if I even need to take them past a 600 grit because Shazam. It's popping. Look at that thing. It's just a thing of beauty. This one I particularly like. No worries, Soul. Contact me. Let me know your new address. Again, all of these are only to 600 grit. I don't know what's going on, but we're getting some stunning finishes on them. Some bigs. I think it's because I finally sat down and took my time while cabbing again. Because it's not often I can get that kind of finish with a 600 wheel. This is some Graveyard Point Plume Agate. It does have some scratches right there, I can see. So it's definitely not done. But still beautiful, one of my favorite materials. It is one of the more bland pieces, kind of colorless, but I love it nonetheless. And here we've got another La Riviera rooster tail. Oh, I just realized I've still got that hi Cheryl comment on the screen. Whoops. I'm bad at this stuff. 600 grit, not 100 grit. Oh, my email. Discord is best, but my email is. Hold on. Let's put that on screen. There we go. That is my email, rooted.prospecting@gmail.com. For everything YouTube and lapidary business related, that is my professional email. Oh, look at that. I see some scratchy buggers in the middle there too. Ooh, those look like 180 or 220 grit scratches. I think we might have to go back to the 300 wheel. Oh yeah, those are deep. Look at that. Oh, we're for sure gonna have to go back on that one. Looking good, but it won't be great. Below my standards. Oops, sorry. But I tell you what, this material is awesome. Look at those little ghostly fortification bandings right there. Give me just a minute, and we'll take a little peek in the UV at some of these before I let you all go find another live to play in. Some manganese, dendritic, opalitic, agate stuff. Perfect, Cheryl, just got your message. Confirmed, I got it. This one's got a pretty good edge on it. Just trying to keep the bezels very even on these. This one looks really cool from the side. Oh man, these are going to be so awesome when they're done. That one's still got a fair amount of scratches right there that need to be worked out. But I like the flash of the dendrites. The metallic flash and the light of them. And that material is just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that's most of the cabs I was working. There's a couple others, some of that blue aventurine stuff from India. This one Baroque, I can see all the way through, so womp womp. That one's done for before it even comes off the dop. And let me go look at chat. Whoops, after I show these last couple. That's something with some like pyrite in it. I don't know. Got pyrite and some blue stuff. This one's a nice little jaspery. Look at that. That is super cool. So, let me read the chat. Claim all duds. Okay. Guess I didn't miss too much chat. But yeah, there were a few others I started that needed to be stabilized or fixed or altered, or didn't get to the start pile for whatever reason. The Larimar was for some reason one that just got set to the side, and I noticed it later in the day, and I was like, well, I'm not going to go back to the first wheels to start this Larimar, though it is a gorgeous piece of blue and green Larimar. And then this is some of the pet wood I found in Utah. That crack formed and got larger while I was shaping it. So unfortunately, I realized it went all the way through. So that piece is going to need to be either stabilized or just recut entirely for that pet wood. And then this one just needed to go back because I'd gotten to like the 300 wheel and noticed some very deep scratches in the center. So that one I need to go back and yeah, rework a little bit. As per usual, most of them are not usual cab shapes. However, I did do a few where I was trying to do, you know, more desired typical normal shapes instead of free forms. Whoops the daisy. We're just dropping things left and right here now. Reach for that other one I dropped. This one's really cool. It's got little bits of druzy. The dendrites keep popping out though. Look at the little open pockets. The dendrites just pop off while I'm working it, which kind of make it a pain in the butt. But still a fun, pretty material. Man, dropping rocks left and right. It's no wonder so many of them have cracks, huh? All right, let's play with some UV. And then, unless I get some affirmatives that people would like to maybe purchase some topaz or something, we might call it a night. But if people want to like check out some topaz, like big ones in host or small ones in display windows, we can do that most definitely. There's that one in the UV. So there's the dendritic opal in the UV. Doesn't even look like the same rock. Doesn't even look like the same material. Sorry if you guys can hear the vibrating. Apparently Discord is buzzing away on my phone. Sky Eel appears to be chatting away. Not a lot of glow in the rooster tail, unfortunately, on either piece. The Graveyard Point, unfortunately, is see-through enough. Some of that glow is from the wax, but not most of it. Not the colors there, obviously, and the plumes. And that's one of the things I love about Graveyard Point is look at that. Look at that plume detail in the UV. Oops. Dang it, I was trying to hold it still and close. It was actually a pretty good shot. Yeah. Love that stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. It was Sodalite all along, everybody. I didn't know it was Sodalite. Or I just forgot. That's wild. Oh, I love that one. Oh, yeah. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's burning my hand right there. Okay. Love that. Let me check the chat. See what I missed while I was just being fascinated. Yes, indeed. Yeah, come drive down there, Jahik, and we'll have a cabbing day. Could do a live sesh. And yes, Larimar is definitely a little dense. However, its hardness is pretty low. Like, it's very low on the Mohs hardness scale, but it's very dense. Let's get a better angle on that with the light. So if you look really close, you'll notice something in the patterns. And the reason you get the swimming pool patterns, and you notice circle areas of color with stuff radiating out, and that's because this is a pectolite. And Larimar, like all pectolites, forms in like radial masses. And if we look at it from the side, we can see a better example over here. Think of it like little center spots that grew outward in spheres. So you see these plumes, each one was like the center was here and growing up and outward. And that pattern kept continuing growing. Up here we've got, you can see that pattern in a big radial puffy ball. So it's very fibrous when it grows. Or not quite fibrous like it is, but it isn't. It crystallizes together. Pectolites can be very fibrous, but Larimar, it gets kind of crystalline structure and fills in really well. But if you're able to look at it super duper duper close, you would kind of see the other pectolites. Yeah, there's like little spiky fiber balls, almost like asbestos, but not asbestos. But when you get a cut down into those different effects and lines and cut from the top down, you get that nice swimming pool effect. Ends up looking like just reflecting waters. And it's a pain to get a polish on it. Oh my gosh. Larimar's a pain. But we got a little bit of Larimar left. Just a little bit. A little bit of green, a couple chunks of blues. Some nice blues in some of those, but this one, that's the really good piece right there. All right, back to chat. Chris is so delighted. Oh, yeah, let's see. Copper. I've got one or two where you can see a little bit of metallics in it, especially in the UV. Oh, that's another thing I didn't show. Larimar in the UV. Because that's not something I feel like gets shown enough, is Larimar is actually fluorescent. I don't think it's phosphorescent. It's a little bright in here to tell, but some of the pieces are more fluorescent than others. I'm not sure why. I don't know the mineral that causes the fluorescence in Larimar. if it's the pectolite itself or what, but some pieces just fluoresce like crazy, like this one. And some of them have little bits of red in them too. Yeah, anyhow. That's the only one that's that crazy. The big one and that one. None of the others are like that blue. And again, I'm not sure why. That one down. Oh, that's the other piece of that one. Ooh, gotcha. You're not going anywhere, buddy. All right. Hey, it's me again. Let's pull up chat. Cool. Didn't miss anything. All right. So I didn't see any yeses that people want topaz. So I think what I might do is in either during this week or during next week, like during the week, I might set up an official auction stream, give a full day or 2-day notice, and we are going to have a Clear Chris's Closet Out auction. Everything's going to be priced to sell. I'm going to have a ton of the topaz in those little windows, these little guys. Bunch of the little topaz in the windows. And we'll be having like half off sales on some of them. A lot of them will be marked really cheap. Like this guy's normally $20. Does that mean it's $10? This guy's normally $8. $4? Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to figure out exact pricing. Don't quote me on that, but we might have like a half off sale for all the topaz, all of the Arkansas quartz I have. I've still got a bunch of the clusters, little pieces, big chunks. And yeah, we might just do big lots of them. I've also got some big chunks of the topaz host with some nice little crystals in there still. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. But I need to make some room. I need to sell some things so I can fund some adventures that I want to go on pretty soon here. There's a couple people I want to go meet up with, and well, to do that, I need some spending money. So I kind of reasoned with myself, and to get that spending money, I have to sell rocks. If I don't sell rocks, I can't really fund new adventures. So help me out. And you get some pretty rocks too. And they're going to be on a really good sale. I already had them priced at the same price as like Crystal Collector and other people who go to Topaz Mountain. So now they're going to be guaranteed cheaper than... There was a thumb. Sorry. Going to be guaranteed really cheap. I forgot little things and stuff and things and... Give me a heart. Give me a heart. Give me a heart. There's the heart. Isn't there a rock on one? Rock on. Rock on. Rock on. Rock on. Rock on. I gotta look these up. Manganese in the Larimar caused UV. Really? Manganese? Isn't manganese one of those things that stops UV? At least, well, when we were just looking at these dendrites, it was like solid black where the manganese dendrites are. Well, unless StreamYard is just being glitchy, I only see 2 new comments from Boot and Jahik. So it sounds like Jahik will be live in the Discord when the sun goes down. I will pop over there, and who knows, maybe we'll do a little polishing live. Maybe these cabs that I was just showing off and working on, I'll put them through the final wheels on the live, and or hang out and chat with y'all while I repan the last little bit of this gold and clean up all the gold out of the black sands. So let's take that comment. I looked it up, he says. Gotcha. Well, thanks for looking it up. Appreciate it, Boot. I know there's all sorts of mineral impurities that do stuff, so it's not big chunks of manganese, obviously. It's just like small impurities of it through the rock that just make it reactive, I guess. That's cool. So much stuff I need to learn about minerals. Oh, hopefully we didn't freeze. Apparently I'm at 10% battery, being plugged in. Guess was not charging my phone, so I'm going to invest in a new iPhone cord before we continue doing some of these lives, maybe. Because being plugged in and still dying is no bueno. Alright, I will see y'all soon. Maybe over in the Discord. Maybe on someone else's live. Unsure, but thanks for hanging out. I will pull a few more names for the Patreon members, and I'll share a little video later showing all the stuff going out. But we did it. We pulled the names for the rest of the giveaway for the members side of things tonight. And Patreon people, being that they're paid, I kind of thought I might just go back to what I said before. I think I'm just going to send every single Patreon member every paid Patreon member will get some silver. I was going to do drawings between the lowest tiers and only send prizes out to a couple of you that were lucky to win, but y'all support me. You're awesome. I bought this silver to give back to my members, so if you're a Patreon member, you will be getting another package. It'll be coming in the next few weeks. I am leaving town and going to Colorado this week, though. So if I know a couple of you in the Colorado area. I don't think I'll have time to meet up, unfortunately, not this time. Going out to a friend's wedding out there, but I might hit up a few people and see if I can get some rock counting locations and some tips from people. If I have like 10 minutes and it's nearby where I'm looking, I might have to scurry off and just do some looking. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you, Soul. Thank you, winners. Congrats to those who did win tonight. I'm going to have to go back and write those down. I know we had Soul and Jeff and... was it Bear? Josh. It was Josh. Jeff, Josh, and Soul were the 3 winners on the member side of things tonight. So, congrats, and if you want to win maybe some gold on the next one, join the member side of the channel, and on my next one, I'm thinking we'll pen out some gold on the live, take some little pieces from that gold, and some lucky channel members, and maybe even some just people hanging out in the live that night, we'll get a few little pieces out of the next pater that I do. Appreciate you all for hanging out, and we'll see you later. Bye. Oh, I can't end it here, because I'm running the stream from my laptop. Or pretend this didn't happen. You see nothing. Nothing is happening. The stream is over. You're gone. You're already logged off. You're leaving a really nice comment about how you enjoyed talking to other people alive. And it's over. Goodbye. Good night.